Okay, so one last thing that we are going to talk about here would be pycnometry for so-called density or closed porosity analysis. Density or closed porosity analysis. Okay, pycnometry. As we illustrated here, we have samples, but there are these we call closed pores, isolated closed pores, which for gas absorption analysis, they cannot go there. Okay, for these type of analysis, quite often people use pycnometry, which is, I'm going to explain the principle a little bit. M for mass of solid, okay, Vs, V for volume, okay, as for the actual volume that is occupied by solid, the actual fully dense part that does not contain pore is Vs. Okay. VIP, V again for volume of pores, but IP for isolated pores because we are dealing with isolated closed pores. Make sense? So these two together, Vs plus VIP gives us the so-called total apparent volume. The total volume is two parts. One is the real 100% dense solid part, which is Vs. The other part is this open, isolated, closed pore, which is VIP. Make sense? Then, pycnometry, quite often, it uses gas, typically using helium gas. And we have it in Dr. Agarwal's lab in Emory. We can measure the total sample volume using helium gas to measure the total sample volume, okay, which is Vs plus VIP. We don't go into the detail how exactly the procedure they measure that, but just remember, okay, pycnometry, I can measure the total sample volume here, okay, which exclude because it's using helium, very small gas, exclude any open pores. Any open pores, it doesn't count in the volume. It has to be either solid or closed pores. It can measure this. Then the so-called apparent sample density. Density, again, would be mass divided by volume. But I call it apparent because the volume comes from two parts. One is from your dense solid part, the other from the closed isolated pores. So these together give us rho A for apparent density, appear to be, okay? Apparent density is this one. Then, if we know the so-called theoretical density from literature, from if you have a fully dense sample, you measure it, whatever. If we know the theoretical density rho S, then we can calculate so-called closed porosity, relative closed porosity, phi C, C for closed porosity. Okay, closed porosity, I write it as this one, VIP divided by Vs plus VIP. Make sense? Closed porosity relative would be the volume of the closed pore divided by the total apparent volume, which is closed pore isolated plus the real sample part, dense part. Make sense? Then, mathematically, we don't know this volume number, but we can rearrange this equation a little bit. So we essentially keep what? Denominator. The numerator, we did a manipulation as if it's the total volume minus the solid volume, the true solid volume. Make sense? The total apparent volume minus just solid volume. The Vs and Vs should cancel out. That gives us the same thing. Okay, now let's do one more manipulation. Volume, volume, volume. Okay, if we can rewrite the volume as if we have unit mass, 1 over rho gives us the volume, right? This one is for apparent. Total volume, apparent density. True solid volume, true solid density. Make sense? That's just the manipulation. And we can simplify this, right? This guy divided by this guy gives us what? 1 minus rho A, flip to the top, apparent density divided by real density, theoretical density. So this is kind of the method that we can, if by helium pycnometry, we can measure the total sample apparent volume. If we know the sample mass, of course we neglect the mass in the gas in the pores, neglect that part. We get the apparent density, and then if we know the theoretical density, we can calculate the closed porosity in this way. Okay? The relative density will just be the apparent density divided by real density, or 1 minus closed porosity. Make sense? Relative density is 1 minus closed porosity. That seems obvious. Okay? Let's stop here.